we were in the market for a student information system. And so we began to explore options for us. And one of those options was PowerSchool. And what was unique about PowerSchool is that every other vendor that we went to with regards to student information systems said it will take anywhere from 12 to 18 months to get you up and going. And so every single student information system turned us down except for one. And that one was PowerSchool. In Oklahoma, we were the largest school, but when you look at PowerSchool and some of the school districts that you work with across the nation and really across the world, you know, LA Unified and all kinds of schools that are significantly larger than ours, the fact that you had successfully implemented a transition gave us hope that we could start school on time. And so we set out a 90-day plan, and PowerSchool was just relentless. And they would meet with us during the day, they would meet with us during the evenings, they would meet with us on the weekends, whatever it took. PowerSchool was there every single step of the way, and we started school on time. What we've tried to do over the last year since we've partnered with PowerSchool is we've tried to streamline what we do. The challenge is, how do you streamline those in an efficient way that allows for all stakeholders, all departments, all domains to be able to tap into it? And then if you're in our situation where we have kids coming and going every single day, having that in real time, where we're not sharing spreadsheets or anything like that, it's all in this student information system. The PowerSchool student information system for us, that's our heartbeat. That keeps our blood flowing as a school and allows us to centralize our efforts, so we're communicating more effectively and we're not duplicating effort. You know, we have our own set of state standards, so they're called the OAS, or Oklahoma Academic Standards. So we're not a Common Core state. And so what Schoology allowed us to do was customize a pre-K through 8 core curriculum option through Schoology that was 100% aligned to the Oklahoma Academic Standards. And so that's a game changer for us. The second thing that's really cool about Schoology, for everybody that's looking out there, is that it offered us the opportunity to automate the work that was being done by students and migrate it seamlessly into the PowerSchool gradebook, thereby allowing teachers to then spend more time doing meaningful work, which is teaching and measuring how students are doing. And so Schoology has been a game changer for us. The concept of the whole child is not something that's new, but I think the pandemic has pushed it to the forefront, where people are you know, in just about every state are having a conversation about mental health and destigmatizing what that means. And so what PowerSchool is doing for us is it's assisting us with the identification process. And so there is a part of PowerSchool's platform called eCollect Forms. And what that allows us to do is to share out information that we need to receive from the families that we serve. And so now what we've got to do is we've got to go out and we've got to collect that information from them. And then also, what services do we have, or what most states call wraparound services, can we provide, whether it's counseling services, whether it's food insecurity services, whether it's transportation services, what kind of services do we have access to that we can help sort of bridge that gap for our family. So eCollect Forms are one example of us. And then because we collect it and it's through PowerSchool, it's housed under the PowerSchool hood for forever. The tool that we're using is called Unified Insights, which is our district-wide dashboarding. One of the things we're using is the MTSS framework, which is multi-tiered student support. But basically what it allows us to do is to identify these students and then basically put them into a tier. So if you look at RTI, which is response to intervention, specifically in Oklahoma, it's third grade students, because there's been research that's been done, long-term research on kids. If they're not reading on a third grade level, By the end of the third grade, that's when that gap begins to get wider and wider. But it starts with the identification process. And so we're using Unified Insights through PowerSchool to be able to provide us with those real-time analytics that allow us to do a deep dive and then to identify. And the identification piece is critical because what it allows us to do is to prioritize our time and our attention with the students that need us the most.